Google just dropped something crazy. You can now ask the entire planet questions and get answers in minutes. What used to take years of research now takes one click. This is absolutely insane. What if you could ask Earth what's happening right now? What if you could see where rivers are drying up, or spot wildfires before they spread, or find out which communities need help the most? That's not science fiction anymore. Google just released something called Earth AI with geospatial reasoning, and it's going to change everything. Let me show you what this thing can do. So Google has been collecting map data for decades, satellite images, weather data, population information, all sitting there in different places. The problem was you needed years of training to connect all these dots. You needed scientists, you needed researchers, you needed teams of experts just to answer one big question. Not anymore. Google just changed the game with something they call geospatial reasoning. It's a new brain that links everything together: weather models, satellite pictures, population maps, infrastructure data, all connected by AI. And here's the crazy part. You can ask it questions in normal English, no coding, no special training. Just ask, want to find where rivers dried up in the last 12 months? Done. Want to spot harmful algae blooms in lakes before they become a drinking water crisis? Easy. Want to see which power lines have trees growing too close and might cause fires? It shows you. This is planet-scale intelligence in your hands. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Let me break down what Earth AI actually is. It's Google's family of geospatial AI models. They've got models for imagery, models for weather, models for population, models for the environment. Each one was trained on massive amounts of data, and now with this new update, they all work together. The magic happens with something called Gemini. That's Google's big AI brain. Gemini sits in the middle and connects all these models. So when you ask a question, it figures out which models to use. Then it combines the answers. Then it gives you insights that would have taken months to find. Here's a real example. California had massive wildfires recently. Earth AI helped provide alerts. It looked at weather patterns. It looked at vegetation. It looked at wind direction. It looked at where people live. Then it predicted which areas were most at risk. That kind of analysis used to take weeks. Now it takes minutes. Lives were saved because of this. Or here's another one. Algae blooms in lakes. These things can poison drinking water, but they're hard to spot until it's too late. Earth AI can scan satellite images, find the blooms early, alert the right people before anyone gets sick. That's the power we're talking about here. If you want to scale your business and save hundreds of hours with AI automation, you need to check out my AI Profit Boardroom. It's the best place to get more customers and learn how to use AI to grow faster. Inside, you'll get access to all the latest AI tools and strategies I'm using right now. You'll see exactly how I'm automating my business. This is where you go from learning about AI to actually using it to grow. I'll drop the link below. And it's not just for disasters. Think about businesses, think about governments, think about small organizations trying to help their communities. A nonprofit could use this to figure out which neighborhoods need the most help after a flood. They can see population data. They can see damage from satellites. They can see which roads are blocked. Then they know exactly where to send aid. No guessing, no wasted resources, just smart decisions based on real data. Here's where it gets even better. This isn't just for big tech companies anymore. Google is rolling this out through something called the Trusted Tester Program. Organizations can now access these models through Google Cloud. That means you can combine your own data with Google's planet scale models. Small teams can now do what only huge research labs could do before. Let me show you how this actually works under the hood. Firstly, you've got data layers, satellite imagery coming in every day, weather forecasts updating constantly, population maps showing where people live, all this raw data flowing in. Then you've got foundation models. These are massive AI models trained on all that data. One model understands images, another understands weather patterns, another understands how populations move and grow. These models are the foundation. Finally, you've got the reasoning engine. That's where Gemini comes in. It takes your question, figures out which models to ask, combines their answers, then gives you insights in plain English. The whole flow goes like this. Data comes in, models process it, reasoning engine connects the dots. You get your answer, simple. But here's what makes this really crazy. You don't need to be a data scientist to use it. You don't need to know how satellites work. You don't need a PhD in climate science. You just ask a question like you're talking to a person. The AI does all the hard work. It's like having the world's smartest team of scientists on call 24/7, and they never get tired and they never make mistakes. And they can analyze the entire planet in seconds. Let's talk about who can actually use this. Right now, it's rolling out in the US first. For certain Google tiers: professional, ultra. then it's going global. But even if you're not in the program yet, you can see where this is heading. Developers will build apps on top of this. Researchers will use it to study climate change. Governments will use it to plan disaster response. Companies will use it to manage infrastructure. Farmers might use it to track crop health. Insurance companies might use it to assess risk. The possibilities are endless. And think about what this means for transparency. Right now, a lot of planet data is locked away. Only experts can access it. Only big organizations can afford to analyze it. But Earth AI is democratizing this. More people can see what's happening to our planet. More people can ask important questions. More people can make informed decisions. That's powerful. Here's a specific example that blew my mind. There's a use case where they tracked vegetation growing near power lines, trees and bushes getting too close to electrical infrastructure. That's a huge fire risk, especially in dry areas. Before Earth AI, you'd need teams driving around checking power lines, or you'd need expensive helicopter surveys. Now you just ask the AI. It scans satellite images, finds every spot where vegetation is encroaching, flags the dangerous ones. Power companies can send crews to exactly the right places. No wasted time, no missed spots, just efficient protection. Or think about water resources, rivers drying up, lakes shrinking, aquifers running low. These are massive problems, but they're hard to track. You need years of data, you need expert analysis, you need to understand geology and climate and human usage. Earth, AI can do all of that. It can show you exactly where water is disappearing. It can predict which areas will run out first. It can help communities plan before crisis hits. That's not just cool technology, that's life-saving information. The environmental monitoring possibilities are huge too. Deforestation, air quality, ocean health, wildlife migration, all of this can be tracked and understood in ways that weren't possible before. Scientists have been sounding alarms about the planet for years, but sometimes it's hard to see the big picture. Earth AI makes the big picture visible. It makes the invisible visible, and that changes everything. Now, let's talk about what this means for you. If you're a creator, this opens up whole new types of content. Imagine making videos about your local environment, tracking changes over time, showing your audience real data about real places. If you're in tech or data, this is a playground. New APIs, new models, new ways to build tools that matter. If you're just a regular person watching this, you now have access to information that was impossible to get before. You can understand your world better. You can make smarter decisions. You can see the future coming. There are limitations right now. It's US focused at first. Not everyone has access yet. The models are still being refined, but this is just the beginning. Google is going to expand this. More models, more data, more access. And as more people use it, it's going to get smarter. That's how AI works. The more it's used, the better it gets. So in a year, this is going to be even more insane than it is now. Here's what I want you to think about. We've had maps for thousands of years. They showed us where things are. Then we got GPS. That showed us how to get places. Then we got Google Earth. That let us see the planet from space. Now we have Earth AI. That lets us understand the planet, not just see it, understand it, ask it questions, get answers that matter. That's a huge leap forward. That's not just a new tool. That's a new way of relating to our world. If you want to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with AI automation, you need to check out my AI Profit Boardroom. This is where I share everything that's working right now, real AI strategies, real results, no fluff. I'll put the link in the description. Want to make more money with AI? Welcome to the free AI Money Lab with Julian Goldie. Inside, you'll get 50 plus free AI tools and 200 plus ChatGPT SEO prompts. You'll learn how to make money with AI agents, get access to 1,000 plus free N8N workflows, and get 200 plus ChatGPT prompts. I'll give you a full blueprint to generate thousands of leads free with AI. You'll also get a free AI community, free AI course, and proven AI case studies. The link is in the description. Join now and let's make some money with AI.